Curious to learn a little bit about Newport? Me too. My name is Samantha. I am a realtor along the Oregon coast, and in my continuous effort to learn, I am just going back and learning our kind of neighborhoods profiles, meaning what's the average sale price, what's the average age of homes, what's the average income, that kind of thing. Just curious stuff I want to learn more, and today I'm diving into Newport. So I have done another video on the areas of Newport that were pretty popular and where to move if you were kind of interested in that, so check that video out if you want to. But today I want to kind of just go over the neighborhood average, sale price, average age of a home, that kind of thing. And again, we're starting with Newport. Now, full disclosure, this is not a practice video. I am just looking at my screen and determining the data that I want to go over with you, so don't expect anything polished, not that you should. But anyways, so the average age of the people in Newport is about 48, it's like 47.9, 48 years old. So we are definitely an area of retirees, and 27, almost 28% are 65 and older, which is just very interesting. We also, let's see here. What I also saw that was interesting, sorry for the train of thought, was 2024, the average sale price was $555,000 in Newport. Interesting. In 2023 and 2022 and 2021, so it never went higher than that, which I think we all have heard from the media and such how kind of a crazy year to year that went for our marketing sales. I think 2021 was a great year. I think 2022 was and then 2023 was so we are definitely picked up in 2024, and we're raring in 2025, but they never went above 2024's highest sale price. So from 2021 to 2023, it was the average sale price was $453,000 to $491,000. Interesting. But then it jumped dramatically in 2024 to $555,000. Interesting. This report was done in February, so at that point, the average sale price was $425,000. So I'm curious to see where that goes. In 2024. Actually, interesting. So 2024, the minimum sale price was $1,000. So I'm curious because I'm pretty sure these are just homes. To over 2 million, 2.215. Interesting. I'm curious if these should. I don't think these include land. So maybe somebody sold it to their son, daughter, whatever, for a small price. Who knows? It doesn't matter. Anyways, the interesting part was over 50% in Newport are owner occupied, which is not that common out here. It's usually second homes or short-term rentals and that kind of thing. So that was kind of interesting. So more than half the people in Newport own and live in their home, and that is their home. Then 38% are in-state but non-owner occupied. So it's a rental, it's an investment property, it's a vacation, it's just not their home. It's not their main home. Interesting. Out of state was just under 10%, which was 9%, that's an interesting too, but pretty right on for out here. Then you have assessed values, which is quite interesting. I'm assuming this is using the county records. It would make complete sense. So that the average assessed value was $283,000, which is interesting because the average sale price this year is starting at $425,000. So your assessed values are averaging almost, $200,000 less than what it's actually worth. Very interesting. And then the most interesting was there's not a big difference between the age of homes until you get to 30 plus years. So the 75% of homes in Newport are over 30 years old. Interesting. Other than that, it's like 6 and 9%. So the next highest is 15 to 20 years, and that's 9%. Interesting. So there's not a lot of building going on in Newport, which there's not a lot of building going out here in general, but that's kind of that's an incredibly interesting statistic for me. And then the highest length of residence out there was just varied in Newport. It's 6 to 10 years was the highest, and that was 19%. very interesting. That seems to be kind of the common theme with some of these cities. So it's kind of interesting. The next one was 2 to 4 years. So very interesting. Those people hold on to their home for a little longer. So, but overall, the average length of ownership was 12 years. So very interesting. No, I'm not sure if this is something that you're interested in, but I am. I did do, again, a video on the neighborhoods in Newport. So if you're interested in that, take a look at that. And then I'm trying to go through each and every city and neighborhood in Newport and kind of just talk about it, because I get, and Lincoln County, because I get asked that all the time. But anyways, I'm done. If you have any questions, give me a call. Again, my name is Samantha. I'm a realtor along the Oregon coast, and I'd love to talk to you about real estate. Bye.